it's always the same in football. You can always watch from two perspectives, because when you just watch their cup games, they have 2 games and 2 wins. Or when you watch their 8 last games, 6 times they didn't lose. So I think it's a team which is not so easy to beat, and I think it will be a hard opponent, especially because we had a really hard program in the last days, and right now they have the advantage to have a home game, so they don't have the travel. They can concentrate. They have the support from the fans in the home game. So, like I said, it's not a big difference between home games and away games. It's always 11 against 11, and there's a pitch and 2 goals. So, in tactical terms, it's no difference. But for sure, it's you feel more comfortable when you don't have the travel and you have no home game, and you know all the circumstances, and you don't have to sleep in a hotel and don't have to travel 4 hours in the coach or 4 hours back or whatever. So it's an advantage. We know this, but it is like it is. So yeah, we're looking forward to play this game, and we know it will be a hard competition. So they had a really good performance, a really good result against Reading in the last game, and yeah, it will be hard tomorrow. But yeah, it's always a hard game. So when you play in the league or in the cup, and you have to be there with 100% to win this game, and that's what we're planning to do. So in the last games, we had just a few changes from game to game. So I like to rotate, but just in a small number. We had 1, 2, 3 players. It could be that there are tomorrow more changes, but not because we said, okay, the cup isn't so important. It's more about we want to be there with the best starting 11 we can have in this game. And I think after so much load, and especially after having 2 really hard away games within 3 days, it's important to have some fresh lads on the pitch. And for that, so in tactical terms, it will be a different game in comparison to the Sheffield United game. For that, we need some other players in tactical terms, and I think it's important to have some fresh and recreated players on the pitch. Not because it's not important, no, the other way around, because we want to win this game. And for that, it could be that there are more than just 1 or 2 changes. Probably there will be some more changes, but it's just because we want to win this game.
Talking of awful fouls, how's James Maddison fitness-wise since the weekend?
It's okay. I said was a hit and was a little bit bloody, and I have to substitute him. And but there were 2 days for him to recreate, and yeah, he's available for tomorrow.
He's available for tomorrow.
Yes.
And Nelson, just how's he been since just before the weekend? Is he making good progress, but still maybe difficult this side of the international break? Would you say?
Yeah, difficult. He's on track. I don't think there's a chance for Bristol. Perhaps in the week when we face Middlesbrough and Reading, perhaps he's available for one of these games. But I'm not sure. We have to wait from day to day how it develops, and I hope he can be back during next week. But yeah, it will be a short-term decision, and yeah, we're looking forward to have him back pretty soon.
You spoke there that you just feel you need to freshen it up really while still respecting the competition tomorrow, without again pressing you too much on the actual identity of the players. Obviously Tom Troebel and Alex Tete, they've had a lot of load, and that's a very difficult position they've had to play, without the ball closing down a lot of areas. So would those two be your thoughts for maybe give them a rest tomorrow night?
Yes, so that are things I have to keep in mind, especially in the central defending position. So they were brilliant in the last games. So it's so important to have 3 clean sheets, and they run a lot, and especially Alex with his age and some problems with his knee. So yeah, after the game, he was sitting in the dressing room, and I said, Alex, do I have to carry you to the coach? Or no problem, I will do this. He said, no, listen, coach, I will be able to go this 10 meters, but we have to be careful for him. So we have a session today in the afternoon, and tomorrow morning a session. I will speak with him really carefully, and I know there's a lot of load on him, and especially he is a guy who normally would need a rest, but yeah, he's a fighter too, and he likes to be in competition, and I think so he will be in our coach, and travel together with us, and I think when I need him, he's there and fights with all he got. But I think about resting him, and especially our wingers. So like Yannick, like Markus Diepermann, they run a lot, and so I think about many positions it would be good to have a rest for some players, but we won't change 11 players. So I think we have to find a good balance, and which is positive. I have many good opportunities on the bench and the squad to bring in, and I think whoever I will play, so this guy will give everything for this club, for the squad, and we have such a big togetherness, and I'm really hopeful that we bring a really good performance on the pitch tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean that's another dimension. When you talk about options, you probably feel that, pick out a name, Grant Hanley, maybe he needs to play some game time now, and maybe Harrison Reed's not had much game time. That's also must be your thought as well, that there's guys on the fringe who probably need to play some football as well.
Yes, 1% problem with Grant Hanley is he's not allowed to play because he played in the first round for Newcastle, so we have to do without him tomorrow. That's a little bit sad. It's the same with Steve Naismith. So he had problems with his adductors, wasn't able to train yesterday, so we have to do without him. So Nelson Oliveira, we have to do without him, and Russell Martin too, because he played this game yesterday in the under 23, and right now yesterday evening he had some injections for his body, and we have to do without him for the next 3 days, so he can return to the training pitch on Wednesday or Thursday. It's not clear right now. So we have nearly the same squad. So we have to do without Grant Hanley. So Marcel Franke will be in the squad tomorrow. So and then otherwise we have the same squad like in the Sheffield United game. And with these guys we travel, and that's it. Just
Daniel, clarify with Russell, and is that something flu related? You said he needed some injections.
No, just for his body, he had got some problems. I don't know the right English words to explain this. It's more something to do with the nutrition and his organs, and sometimes. So, it was planned, so nothing which is too bad or whatever. So he had these problems. Some month ago, and right now there was a decision he needs this injections, and has to have a break for 3 days. It's a little bit sad because it's just in this time we could need him, especially on this game tomorrow. But it is like it is. We have to accept it, and I think he can return on Wednesday, Thursday.